Whether you know it or not, you have probably used augmented reality. For companies, it is becoming increasingly more important to use augmented reality in larger capacities. Again, whether they know it or not. Especially now with the announcement of Google Geospatial Creator for Google Maps. AR is going to only become mass adopted probably pretty soon. And that raises a lot of questions for me. Where does AR fit in business, in marketing, in products? That's why today my guest, CEO of Devar company and Forbes 30 under 30, Anna Belova, was kind enough to speak to me about all things AR. Welcome to the show. Okay, so today I'm actually very happy to have a conversation with somebody I already worked with on the conference we held in March, which I'm always thankful for. It's Anna Belova, the CEO of Devar, augmented reality platform, which brands itself as Canva for AR. But I'll let Anna speak more a little bit about herself and like her company and what it is that she does.
Yeah, thank you for invitation. I was really glad to be here and share my insights and thoughts about augmented reality and how it can be implemented in the different industry. Just general briefly about me. I started working in augmented reality in 2015, and it was a time that not a lot of people think about AR like a future. Mostly thoughts was about virtual reality, but we started with augmented reality because we saw how it can be implemented in the mass market right now. And the main important, I think it's a key factor from all our journey that we understood how it can be really useful for users and for end customers. So I started Devar in 2015, and our first business was about creating products and books for children. Now it's selling in 74 countries in 27 languages, and million children worldwide used our books for their education and sometimes, for example, go to the moon or saw live dinosaurs on their room. And my first impressions was when I saw how children reacted, how their characters comes to life in the same color with the color. I thought we need to do it because it's awesome. And from the first impression by today, I truly believe that augmented reality, this is a huge opportunity for everyone. Doesn't matter what kind of business, for impress and engage usual people and add something useful and interesting for their life. So, by the way, we're a technological company, and we have our research and development center who creates a different technology in computer vision and content creation. And I guess 2 years ago, we collect all of them, all our knowledge, and launch no-code platform that we called My Web ER. And today it's like a Canva for augmented reality. It means today anyone can create augmented reality experience without any technical skills, just only 3 minutes. And it used different brands like McDonald's, Colgate, Pepsi, NASDAQ, and others company. And today we are one of the three most popular web AR platform worldwide and used a lot of on marketing, advertisement, education, digital products. We call digital products when we see a combination between physical and digital assets. So, and personally about me, from my side, I'm truly believe about combination technology and art because I see what is a synergy and how it can be really interesting and helpful for people. I'm also on Forbes Under 30, like an serial entrepreneur who launched their business and scalable in the different countries. So what else? I think next we can go through for the questions because so it's all my story. It's mostly about AR and how it can be implemented in our usual life because I believe that every entrepreneur who works with immersive technology, not only with immersive technology, but every kind of business should to be make it like one of a part of them, because it's about our personality, our vision, and how we can build what we build.
Oh, that's great. I think it's, your work is very important that you do, because the fact that you made AR uh, available to everybody to just sit down and without the knowledge to create their own AR. I know how you call them correctly, like your AR constructs and your AR applications for your business. It's like very important and like allows businesses to do this, because like in the past it was really expensive, I guess. Well,
Yes.
even if not was really expensive, it was still more expensive. And like in my professional work, I work mostly with small to medium-sized businesses, and not everybody has the opportunity or had. Now it's changing rapidly, but to actually use immersive technologies because they were that expensive. Now it's becoming more of like democratized for everybody to use. And I also very curious, and like what I want to know more about with AR is really how it is best to implement it in like everybody's business right now. Um, I'm still, uh, I often think about what you said during the conference, because I find it hard to believe, admittedly, that was it last year, I think, 1 billion people or like devices used AR in some sort of way. And I will tell you why.
People.
People, yeah. I'll tell you why I find it really hard to believe though. Because, well, I'm a person who is like sort of heavily invested in like technologies in general, and I guess immersive technologies now more than ever. And I haven't used proper AR maybe since I tried to test run Pokemon Go. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I used AR and I don't even know about it yet. But like what
It's
I
possible.
well, because when I think about like AR, I think of, so okay, I like point my camera and something, and then something like should pop up in there, should, and like I don't remember actually doing it since those mobile games.
So gaming, it's one of I guess most popular direction that a lot of people think when they say augmented reality. Yeah, and so we first it's thank you for Pokemon Go, because was the time when people just take their phone in the hand and see some AR. But AR, it's not only about gaming, and mostly in the business, people use it for the products, for packaging, for marketing, for advertisement. Also, for example, one of the most popular type when you use augmented reality and when you have some face filters or mask through Snapchat or Instagram, this is also AR. And if you did it, you saw how many brands also love to use it and make more engagement in interact from their customers on this way. But of course, it's just like a first level.
Yeah, I guess I don't consider like masks as AR because, well, I'm not saying it isn't, but like in my general usage, like I feel of it as more of like video editing, I guess, like an extra layer. It's I don't think about it like I think AR is something more of a real time, which is being used. But no, that's actually like a good point about it. Hmm. So before the podcast today, we talked about how I want to talk to you where AR fits in terms of marketing. Uh, and one of the questions I had for you is AR the stepping stone on the customer's journey? Or is a AR more of an add value type of product? So if I have a product, uh, can I increase add value of the product with an AR application implementation? Or is it more that where my customer goes from not knowing me to buying the product is I just use AR somewhere in the middle in it, right? And if there are any use cases or examples you can share with us.
Yeah, so it's a good question. I think we need to dive more deeply, because um, it's not like yes or no, or it's not specific place for augmented reality on your customer journey? Because the big lack now in the industry that it's a problem, but it's not a problem, depends how you look at it. But not a lot of people deeply understand what is the main benefits for augmented reality. And a lot of people think, so we have a good marketing campaign, we have a good digital marketing, so augmented reality is something modern, let's try it. So add something and we'll see how it works, we'll test. But we are lucky if their test will be successful, because AR, it's like a part of design, and you need to think first how you would like to use it and what kind of goals you would like to achieve with your augmented reality. Because answer from this question will show you, like a marketer, how you can use augmented reality. I give you some example. For example, you have, I don't know, like packaging from your product.
Okay.
And what is your goal? To make more sales, or collect your audience, or engage your customers, or provide a new experience for your customers? If you add augmented reality from the package, it means that you are like on the end from your customer journey, because I'm like in your customer, I go to a shop, choose your product, buy it, and in my home, I can scan a package and see some AR experience. And in this time, you can interact with me, you can impress me, you can give me some more emotions, and it can be like from a different steps. But first, for example, you would like to make me your loyal customer, and you would like to surprise me and create some good impressions about your brands. But second, you would like to motivate me to buy more, and in this case, you can provide me like more information about your brands, maybe more discount or something like that. But the key factors, one of the key factors on augmented reality, it's all about emotions. It's like a small Disneyland on your table. A lot of people would like to go to Disneyland because it's about our emotions. We are happy, we have a good day, with family or friends, so it doesn't matter. But we are exciting what we see in Disneyland. Understand what I mean? I mean, like we had a lot of emotions on this day, and we remember it from the whole life. We say like, do you remember how we go to Disneyland? It was exciting. We cannot remember all details, but we remember our emotions. The same we can achieve with augmented reality. We can provide the same emotions, maybe shorter, but it's about emotions. Because when you first time see augmented reality, it can be like, wow, what is it? And your brain will remember it. It means that from the next time when I go to a shop, my brain will tell me, so do you remember how you feel it? Take again. It's not about rationalization. It's about how we work with emotions with our clients. Today, economy experience, it's the next direction, what we see in the market. And every brand who would like to make more customers and make more loyal customers need to think about what kind of experience when provide from your consumers. For example, we love Apple not just only from their functionality. We love Apple because we feel us with Apple like a people who has a style, who has fashion, who has like a good device and something like that. And augmented reality, this is a tool, this is a way how you can build around your brand the same things, the same emotions. This is the first way. The second way, I know brands who would like to continue to interact with their consumers after they buy their product. And this is also a huge area from augmented reality, like a one way, because, for example, you buy, I don't know, like something, let's say like coffee or cup, like, yeah. And the brand would like to interact with you. It's not like from real time, but we would like to suggest you something. We would like to provide like more gaming experience with our brand. So it doesn't matter. It's about specific mechanics. But the main point that I would like to explain that first we need to ask you why I would like to use augmented reality. What kind of business task I need to solve. And after that, we can see AR can solve it or it's not right way. And this is like about the end. From another case, AR can also interact more attention for your brands in the first step, because when we go to the shop or when we saw a lot of content, for example, in our social media, it's really hard to attract our attention. And usually we spend like 5 to 10 seconds from a video, if it's commercial video, and that's all. In AR, in average time that people spend from one AR experience, it's about 3 minutes. And can you imagine that you have 3 minutes your attention from your customers with your brands? And in this time, you can do and you can provide anything what you want. But you need to be careful, because from the it's not about once time experience. You need to provide something helpful and interesting or emotional, so it doesn't matter. But you need to be like, you need to show people that we would like to make it an hour, again and again. And after that, you really see and like feel a power from augmented reality from your brands.
Like, I just want to go back a bit about Apple. I feel I buy Apple because I'm held hostage by Apple. I can't really like not buy Apple anymore.
Yeah, but why?
Because of their ecosystem. Like, because
Yeah,
it's all connected.
but
like,
what is the first? Exactly. They put you from their ecosystem, but what was like a first impression about it?
no, sure. I don't know when I had my first Apple device, but yeah, sure. They were kind of like, they looked like space age. They looked like elite.
Yeah.
It was like very clean, very like luxury in comparison to everything else. Now, I don't think so. I think others, like at least how they look, they kind of come close, if not equal to. But right now, I can't afford to like buy a Samsung instead of an iPhone in the future, because then like the whole ecosystem just falls down.
Yeah, but this is like a second stage.
Yeah.
The first way attract you, and this is one of the tasks when a lot of brands would like to solve, and a lot of brands use AR for it. Just more interaction, because today we have a huge information about us, and augmented reality, from one hand, it's something new. From another hand, it's not something new, because a lot of people use it right now. But I prefer to discuss about it like a design, because every brand care about design, how their package looks like, how their brand's logo, so everything about design. And using design like graphic design, web design, every kind of design, we just want to attract attention to our brands, be memorable, and be not like ours, and it's important, because it's not why we don't use like a simple white cartoon packaging from our products. We don't use it. We would like to be attractive, right? AR today is one of the important part of design. A lot of people think that AR is just, I have an image, I just need to add 3D model, and it's all. It works technically, but it not works like simple way in the marketing. You need to think, you need to understand how AR can be implemented to your design, what kind of like task, what kind of question, how many emotions, what kind of emotions. So it's it's a huge. For example, when we created in Devar our products or our experience with augmented reality, the first question that we have before we started, it's not about how we can do it technically, or what is 3D model we would like to use, or like sounds or something like that. The first question is what we would like to, what kind of emotions we would like to provide with customers. I mean, like the end consumers. What we need to feel, what we want, so we will feel, we will use it, we will interact it. And afterward, we build the next steps, how it will look like, what is the sound, what is mechanics we would like to use for interaction, and something like that. Unfortunately, a lot of people think that we need to create something, afterward to think what people will think about it. Opposite. So we first about people, we second about mechanics.
Well, you know, I agree. Well, like I think it's the basis of marketing, or like, well, yeah, I feel like marketing is like makes up most of the business, because like when you design a product, you also use marketing to design a good product. Just you don't just like make whatever. But like what I feel scares me about like spending on AR is again the fact that like I'm not sure who will actually, because it's an investment, and like I'm actually scared that like people will not like use it. So it's like, you know, sunk cost basically. I'm like losing from this.
Yeah.
I had like a few thoughts. So I was just playing with it. Sometimes how I would like do something, and I thought about if I were to sell something like a supplement, for example. It was like 2 or 3 months ago, and then I thought of like, well, so people like get more incentive to buy something, have a unique, not per each box, but for like series of boxes, like so a number of different packages for the same product even, but they have like an AR implementation on each of them, which is different, which creates sort of like this collectible mechanic in the real world. So like I see AR a sort of gamification of the audience, of like of the client in the real world right now. How it's like adds an extra, but in this sense, it's basically creates more value of the product itself. But then I don't know how many people will actually use it, because I'm a pessimist about like customers and clients. Well, customers mostly, because we're talking about mass consumption, because practice and data, which I've seen, shows that most people have very lazy consumption habits, and the less effort it is to get something, the better. And like even when we were basically doing the conference, right? So there was the description of the conference, which was relatively brief. There was frequently asked questions. And then I would get asked questions in private about the conference. And I was like, it's all written there. You're literally asking me what's written in the bloody announcement of the conference. And this makes me actually worry how many people will actually invest their time to find the QR code or other like thing which activates the AR. Does it actually activate mostly with QR code or some other methods as well?
So it's also a good question, because this is one of the problem when business have in the AR journey. So the first, as you remember, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, for working with AR, we need to download special app, and it works well with serial products. For example, in our case, with books. When you use a book, you need to download app, and after that you can see some AR content on the pages, and it works well because people understand why we need to have this app. But for example, if you just would like to launch one marketing campaign, or I don't know, like small task, you need to attract people also to download your mobile app. And I don't know like how it looks like your phone, but my phone, it's like a lot of different mobile apps, and I really don't want to add more and more because after that it's like a little mess. But this stop factor was solved when in the market we saw technology web AR or web XR, so this is the same. The main point that you don't need to download any app, you just need to open a link on your browser and see augmented reality experience, just only 1 or 2 seconds, depends on your internet connection. And this is like solve one of the factor where people don't like it. And now you just need to scan the QR code or open a link, go to browser and see how your augmented reality experience comes to life right now. And of course, the next steps will be when we will have AR glasses, but today we don't have it. And this is the reason why we have experience with mobile AR. But from the next, when you have AR glasses, it will be the next step from seamless integration AR in your life, because you just have a glasses and you don't need to add something specific. You just need to see it. So today, the key question that a company would like to solve with AR, and you're right, how to explain with people where you need to scan QR code and see something. And so first, it depends from the case, because if you are marketplace or you would like to show your products from your internet website, like shop or something like that, you just need to integrate AR experience on your website. And when people will look your goods, they just need to, like, I would like to see it in AR. It's easy, just one step. Different with marketing campaigns and the products, when you need to explain people why we need to do it. And one of the problems that we see in the market right now, it's about consumptions, that behavioral consumptions or something like that. But a lot of companies used a QR code to like go to our website, add something information about your email, your name, and we will provide you a gift. And of course, people don't like to do it. A lot of people don't like to do it. But if you provide your QR code really amazing experience for your consumers, they will have a huge engagement. And for example, all our clients who do it the right way, we didn't have a problem how to explain and how to show people how it works. And again, so it depends products by products. For example, we have a client, one of our clients in Germany used AR like a part for postcards. And it's like so funny because, for example, I send you a postcard from your birthday, you see that it had something surprise, and you just need to scan QR code, and you scan it because you would like to see a surprise what you got from your friends, and it works perfectly. And so we started like from 10 postcards. Now we have about 200 postcards with AR, and it shows that they feel very good on it. On another case, in marketing campaigns, you can provide AR experience from your website, and it's good for you because you will collect all people from your website, and after that you can suggest them other goods or something like that, and you can explain them. So when you have the main question, like one of the main questions from every marketer, it's about how to get traffic from our website, because after that we can interact with our customers, we can provide them more information, and after that, so in AR it's a good experience for them, because imagine that you sold like series of supplements, as you mentioned. And if you attract people from your physical good on your website, afterward, you can interact with them using your digital channels as well. And this is the main point that people today not so truly understand how it works, because before it's like we have a physical goods and we have a digital channels, how we can play with our customers. And the main goals that we can work with from digital, using our digital channels to attract attention from our physical goods and explain people why we need to buy it. I mean, like you, what I mean, you launch a marketing campaign on social media, you show your brands, and you would like to have a lot of people who saw your ads, inspire it, and running to shop, buy it, right?
Yeah.
It's how it works today, from digital to physical. The key secret that AR can add another journey, another way from your customers, physical to digital. So we first, maybe not like first, but I'm buy a supplement, I see AR, and you have me on your website. And after that, you can add me more information about your brands. You can send me emails. You can like find me on social media, so you can retarget me or something like that. And you can do it when you have 3 minutes, my attention on your packaging as well. From this successful case, you need to understand why people will spend time from your products in a year, right? And this is a placement when we need to play with values. What kind of values we can provide our customers with augmented reality? It's maybe game, like a good time spent, or it's maybe like more information, because a lot of people cares about what we eat and how it looks like, and we don't know nothing. But we also can use like some tutorials or explanation of our brands. Again, so it depends case by case, because sometimes people need to see what is inside in the product. Sometimes people need to understand how we can use it. And the last point on this, that we have different ways how we get information. Visual, audio, kinesthetic, we all different, right? Augmented reality is a technology that can use the same time all 3 ways our perception. It means that doesn't matter how you would like to use information from your your audio or visual. For example, I'm visual, and for me, really easy to understand when I see something, when I hear something. For example, you are audio, and you get more information when you hear but not see, right? Augmented reality will work better from both of us, because in AR you can combine all types, like to show your customers, and the add the last perfect sense that you can make it like a little gaming. All our life it's about gaming. I mean, like, not in philosophical style, but I mean, like, we would like to interact, we can spend a lot of time, and this is one of a lot of marketing campaigns use like runners or collectible games or something like that. AR can provide also, you can use a lot of different gaming mechanics, and people will love it because they understand how it works. And it's a big problem. I mean, it's like a big false. It's not a problem, I think, like a big mistake when people think from a marketing side, but it's a truly different between usual marketing mechanics and augmented reality. No, it's not. AR, it's the same, but AR is just like a technology that can provide you more attraction, more engagement, and more new ways how you can interact with your customers.
Well, first of all, I definitely agree with you about gaming, and like, it's well, a lot of marketing is like about engagement. How do we get engagement in gaming? But how do we
Yeah.
learn everything? How do children learn everything? It's like through the process of like iteration, being like, how do they interact with each other, like in the sandbox in the kindergarten for gaming. It's like only in school we like stop doing anything gaming related and just have to memorize a bunch of stuff. Oh well, different. And yeah, I definitely agree with you like about gaming, uh, and that like, well, that's what I like about the metaverse in general. But like, I actually was talking to somebody today earlier. Uh, so a lot of the metaverse, and again, I use it as an umbrella term of like, again, like all of those emerging technology.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the immersive experiences right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and like read the LinkedIn like feed page about like what people actually write and talk about it, like with Twitter, they seem to be really excited about stuff which I don't get. Like again, like, oh, this metaverse platform like has the first digital model who is like a digital human, and then this one has this gaming. I'm like just thinking like all of this is like 20 or 30 years old. Like the gaming industry has pretty much done everything there is to do. Well, it was more expensive. Yes, it was unavailable to everybody. It was game only. It wasn't a practical use case of anything. It was a game. The methods they used, and especially I'm thinking about it more in terms of marketing, but like they already have done everything which now brands, like normal brands, which have nothing to do with gaming, seem to be rediscovering about like creating this engagement with an audience and customers on a different level. Uh, but and again, like AR is like great in it. I just um, want to go into the future, I guess, a bit. Again, like I'm pessimistic about it. I don't know why I'm so pessimistic. Not about AR, but like all those. I don't know. I guess people just like I lost faith in humanity at some point in the last couple of years, and I think with social media it happened because social media is great, but they kind of people and users en masse kind of ruin it. Like and it's just like a bit of a tangent. But today uh, I just was like scrolling through it again, and there was an ad for a real company. Uh, it was for Replica, actually, the AI, and it was just this garbage app where it's like a sketch, and then there's like some captions. It's like very low production values. It's like, why bother? And like that's why I hate about the
Uh,
markets is when there's like oversaturation. There's like a lot of garbage, even from like
do you?
yeah.
Just sorry for interruption. Just one question. Do you remember how the first websites looked?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously. Well, I don't
Yeah,
remember, but like I saw them. Yeah.
yeah. This is the same. So I think it's like step by step. So the first time, like in 2015, not a lot of people thought about augmented reality, and it was just like about early adoption and the early impressions. And in 2015, like AR was like, wow, it's something cool. Afterwards, it's like a little go down. And now this is like a new renaissance because implementation AR is growing and a lot of people started to use it, and it had different applications from a different industry, but of course it's not what we use right now like every minute, but we will. It's good or not, how it will look like, nobody knows it. But again, so the first, I think it's more deeply question, honestly, because it's about how what kind of patterns of behavior we need to have on the people to use it AR really seamless and perfect in our life. It's not about AR, it's a whole metaverse and all immersive technology. Because today we don't have like a suitable patterns of behavior. And this is what we are scarce because, okay, it's good, but people don't use it and we don't know how to explain it. It was simple. All scare is just one sentence, very simple. First, it's about like usual user experience. But imagine with me, I'm go to your website, and you also need to have a good user experience, UX, right, and something like that. If you would like to, but I will have some right way on your website. And so the first website was awful from our vision right now, right? Like our generation. But today we have a huge professions about how we need to build our website to achieve more attraction and hours, right? It's just step by step. The same in AR. As we mentioned in our first 10 minutes on the podcast, and like people scares about AR, it's expensive, and this is one of the reasons why we use it. It's not one of the reason. It's not like a key reason, but it's one of the reason. And right, so like 5 years ago, you need to have huge engineers and hard programmers who can build for you your AR app or something like that. Today, you just need to use no-code platform, and you can create AR experience yourself without any technical skills. It's a one way. The second, I think it's a good point was in 2020, honestly, when a lot of people worldwide started to use QR code, because it's like before it, not only on Asia, a lot of people will not understand. They had a habit to scan QR code and see some information. Now people worldwide have this habit. And this is the second way. It will not be like changing just one day. For example, imagine that you have AR glasses today. What you will do with them? Nothing, because you don't have a lot of content and you don't understand how you can use it, right? What is happening in the industry right now? It's like step by step. AR glasses definitely will come in our life and will replace our mobile phones, maybe in 5 years, maybe 10 years. So now it doesn't matter, but it definitely will. Like a business, how you explain your customers when we will have AR glasses, what we need to do? You need to build this ecosystem right now. You need to build a habit from your customers to engage with augmented reality, because the next step, everything will do it. And this is one of the reasons why today a lot of brands try to do something in metaverse, build their worlds, campaigns, marketing, trying and exploring different ways how we can use immersive technology, because they understand from the next step, we jump from a smartphone to AR glasses, and it will definitely change the users of behavior. And mobile AR, one of the reasons why brands would like to use mobile AR today, and how we see it, honestly. But this is like a next step to building a right behavior from our users. Because if you jump from today to tomorrow in AR glasses, it's like a big lag, because honestly, so people will need to learn. And it's normal, because in this process, you can achieve a lot of goals and business goals using immersive technology. You can provide, again, emotions, you can engage your customers, you can provide unique experience, you can add more values from your products. But in the whole picture, you explain and you build a new patterns of behavior. And all companies, all brands who use AR or VR or metaverse technology do it right now.
That's a very good point, which I never really thought about it, that like a lot of what immersive technologies do today is about actually building those patterns and training, because mass adoption hasn't happened. And again, like there will not be a day when it's like, okay, so it's like January 1st of 2027, like everybody is using all this. It's continuous. But like again, like most people still don't use it. Uh, Not AR specifically, but like even like the whole immersive technologies, most people are not there yet, even like with crypto and stuff. And the fact that it's all about actually building those new and like experiences. That's what it is all about. It's like building those experiences. And but no, not bad, but like actually, I'm just thinking about like the possibilities and opportunities, especially with glasses. Um, it's can be. I mean,
I give you a lot of things for what you can thinking about it. I know.
yeah, I'm just. Well, yeah, no. The thing is like with the glasses, especially. It, it just, so um, on the. So I'm not a big Star Trek person. Like I watched the few movies which came out in the last 10 years, but like I'm not big into it. But I know enough about it that it's the guy who came up with it wanted to come up with this kind of ideal future where humanity has overcome like famines, diseases, like all. So it's like ideal. And when I think about like the metaverse and like everything, those technologies which are coming now, and those technologies when they're especially uh, collected together through AI as like the hub, and all of those technologies kind of like involve AI in those processes, it seems in one way that it's actually we are building almost, we have the potential to build almost idealistic future for us. And like yeah, I think so. We have the potential to do this, like we do, because those technologies can use like
It's a good dream.
it's a good, no, but like with even with AI, especially with ChatGPT 4, for example, like I've been able to use skills in my work or like hobbies, which I do not have, like well, like very basic level. I don't do coding, but with ChatGPT 4, I was able like to do it on like, well, not like professional level, but significantly faster to do like stuff, right? Um, so I can learn and use stuff which I didn't know. So like, but the other side of the coin, my head keeps going to like problems with it. I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. Even like when thinking about the glasses, which I tried to formulate this thing, it just like, okay, so it's, okay, glasses, and then there's just gonna be a ton of random stuff. Like you go on Instagram right now again, like and there's just a bunch of random stuff which has nothing to do with anything, or like YouTube, like the algorithms are all like out of the place. Weird ads, like you don't know what the sponsored content is. And then you put on those glasses and you walk by in the shopping mall, and suddenly you have like Zara, H&M, like Adidas, all like in your face doing something. This is like this can be
No,
like,
it's not about it. It's not about it. So first, I think that okay. So it's different basic, right? So first we need to agree that AR glasses will come, and we need to understand how we can manage it in our life. And of course, it's a huge responsibility from the brands and companies who build it, and from all players on the market. But from the user side, it's I think it will be like a different layers like you can set up it or something like that. But a lot of people think that AR it's not only about advertisement. It's not. It's maybe a huge and it has a huge potential for real helpful things in our life. I mean, like, I give you some simple example. Imagine that you are in the crosswalk on the street and you own AR glasses, and all world around you, maybe not all ones, it's connected because it's cars, it's good internet and metaverse, AR, VR. So in an AR glasses. And in this case, you can get information when the car from the corner doesn't stop, and it's about your safe.
Mm-hmm.
People think that immersive technology it's about only gaming or advertisement or some other mess in our life, and this is the reason why I hate it. But believe me, it's just like a first level. Immersive technology it's about how to make our life more safe, more interesting, to open the doors from new opportunities and something like that. Of course, it's like really easy to discuss about it when you have, I don't know, like all brands and you can around you and you can, for example, travel from the different places. Do you know how many people don't travel, but would like to see, I don't know, like Egypt pyramids or another cool places in their life? You just need, and AR and VR or metaverse can provide you with opportunity. It's like a balance. Today we discuss about more ads and marketing because this is the industries when AR can be implemented right now and technology allows to do it. But from the next level, it's about education, it's about usual life, it's about how we can make our life more safe, get more information, be everywhere with anywhere and hours. We think about like just on the first step, but we forgot what is the like key goals from this technology. Every technology should make our life better. We just need to understand when and how, and that's it.
Well, yeah, that's like what I said. It can be really beneficial, but I'm not talking only about advertisement. I just like used an example of the shopping mall, but it just, oh, when your visuals.
But this is the first example that you provided, right?
Yeah.
I can give you my first example. It's about, do you know how modern children don't like color? It's a huge problem worldwide. Modern children who take their phone in their hands from 2 years old don't like color, but coloring is one of technology like that can develop our hands, right? And we had this experience. We got children coloring pages and say them, just color, and after that we give you a tablet or mobile phone and you can play. And the first example was children color it like very fast, no careful, just like 2, 3, I just used your desk, right? Very hard. But when we saw how the character comes to life in the same color when he used, you can imagine how carefully we'll color the next pages. And this is a good example how we used augmented reality for really helpful process, because we learn and we add more valuables for children. It's about education. And this is just one example. I really care about how we use AR and how we use technology. And believe me, it depends only from imagination and only from what kind of goal you would like to add. If you want to, I don't know, like make some massive advertisement, it will be your first example. If you think about, I mean, like you personally, I mean, like just an example from person, yeah. But if you would like to understand how immersive technology can really helpful to achieve my goals and be helpful for people, for my customers, you will find a lot of ways how you can do it.
That's, I think, a good point, and a good point to kind of round out our discussion. Thank you very much for coming to talk to me today about AR. Sorry if I got a bit pessimistic and like aggressive towards AR. wasn't my intention. But yeah, tell people maybe where they can find you, and if anything is going on, any conferences you're speaking, be share free.
Perfect. So they can find me on all social media like LinkedIn or Facebook. It's the same, Anna Belova, CEO and founder, Devar. For the next conference, I will speak in at AWE in Santa Clara by the end of May on 1st June. And interesting that I will discuss about consumptions, patterns of behavior, and how we change the bridge between how we build bridge between technology and user consumption and user behavior every day. This is one of the points that we discussed today, but just from a high level.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.